Those are my 5 tips if I were to restart my freelance video career from scratch in 2023. Tip number 1, choosing the right camera. I had this debate with a friend of mine a few years back. I used to tell him that we mainly shoot with our smartphones. Back then, phone cameras weren't as advanced as they are today. I've actually shot several social media campaigns just using my iPhone, and you know what? My clients couldn't even tell the difference. It's a total myth that you need to shoot everything with a pro-level camera to achieve that professional look. As long as your editing skills are on point and you choose your shot wisely, there is no reason why your client wouldn't be happy. Plus, shooting with a smartphone adds that organic vibe which is perfect for online platforms. Let's face it, when you are starting out, most of your project will likely be for social media. So your trusty smartphone will do the job just fine. However, I do recommend investing in a few accessories to accompany your phone. A stabilizer and a tripod. My go-to stabilizer is the DJI Osmo 4. No sponsor guys, just loving it. Because it doesn't bring anything new to the table. And for a tripod, you can easily find a great one for your phone on Amazon. Moving on to tip number 2. Software choices. Now, don't waste too much time searching for that perfect editing software because, to be honest with you, it doesn't exist. If I were starting out with no extra cash, I go for the free version of DaVinci. Once I've got the means and landed my first gig, then I invest in the paid version. The Adobe Suite is also a solid option, but let's face it, it can be quite pricey for beginners. With DaVinci, you have everything you need, and if you only require Photoshop and Lightroom, then go for the Adobe Photography package. I often find myself opening Photoshop when a client asks me to erase or clean up something in a video. It's definitely a handy tool in certain cases. I highly recommend checking out my video on why you should become a generalist and learn at least one 3D software. Now let's dive into tip number 3. Create a ton of content for yourself. My favorite moment as a freelancer is when I've got some downtime and I can create stuff just for me. That's the time to test new things, learn new techniques. You won't have much time to experiment when you're working on client projects. When you are working with a client, you'll mostly rely on your established skills. So cherish this free time and see it as an opportunity. If you are starting out alongside another job, then make it a habit to create content every weekend. Find a partner who can motivate you on this journey. And if you are an independent, you're lucky because social media allows you to showcase and share your work. If you stay consistent, someone will reach out to you sooner or later. I highly recommend to create as much vertical content as possible. You can simultaneously post on platforms like Short, Reels, TikTok, giving you the visibility across all 3. In the beginning, don't stretch too much about it. Just create and draw inspiration from effects that make you go, wow, the first time you see them. Replicate those effects and, most importantly, have fun with it. Alright, let's move on to tip number 4. You are the main character in your own video game. Think of your knowledge and skills as power-ups. That allows you to defeat big bosses, in this case, big clients, and accumulate loads of cash. Competition out there is fierce, and what sets you apart from the rest is your knowledge and your ability to learn quickly. The more you know in your field, the more creative you can be, and the more distinct your styles become. You'll develop your own artistic flair. Stay curious and make it a daily ritual to watch tutorials. YouTube is your best friend in this journey. You'll find everything you need to start using all the software I mentioned earlier. Now let me share my personal learning method with you. I never watch a tutorial that shows an effect I don't need at that moment. Those lengthy tutorials are just a waste of time, trust me. Here is what I do instead. I open up my editing software and I think, I want to achieve this effect, this particular effect. So let's search on YouTube to see if someone has made a tutorial about it. I only watch the tutorial if it's directly relevant to the effect I want to create for my project. By doing this, I save time and find real value in each tutorial. Alright, it's time for tip number 5. And this one involves a bit of AI magic. Thanks to AI, you can now perform tasks that used to be incredibly complex with unbelievable ease. In the realm of AI, almost everyone is a newbie, which means you can easily blow people's mind by creating video content using tools like Gen 1, Kyber, And here is where ChatGPT comes into play. You can easily ask ChatGPT for help when you get stuck in a software or you need to find a specific effect, for example. It will provide you with step-by-step instructions, saving you a ton of time instead of searching through tutorials down to the second. It can even assist you in crafting captions for your social media posts. Use it as your personal production assistant. Make sure you stay updated on the latest development in AI because it will make creating content way easier. Those were my 5 tips. I hope you found them useful and that they help you skyrocket your success in this exciting field. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button. Please subscribe. Peace. Abonne-toi.
I'm a machine, but I can't take much more. I feel my gears left cranking, just back and forth. I know that you see something to be used, but I am so much more.